Hey, assistant coach, how are you guys doing? It's me, CaniSports, and welcome to the Wolfsburg career mode. You guys, we are back again, and Yunus Mali is on fire. A lot of people have been talking about it in the comments. The players are surprising them a lot. Mali has been a big surprise. He's performing really well, a lot better than I think Didavi could have done for our team. Camacho coming in clutch in multiple moments, scoring a long shot. Arnold hitting the ball onto the post as well with a long shot right before I believe Camacho scored. The team is doing an amazing job right now. We are on 2 wins on the bounce basically after losing against Dortmund. We're now back into the top 6 in the league. Dortmund have lost the game as well, and at this point the big teams are all below us. There we go, good sentence, Johnny. Hamburg, Freiburg, they are in front of us with Leverkusen and Gladbach. Probably one of the only bigger teams is Leverkusen that is ahead of us right here. I'm not really expecting Gladbach to stay up there for too long, but definitely a top 10 team. But if you look at the teams that are below us, Dortmund, Schalke, Bayern, Leipzig, a lot of good teams are below us. So anything could change after a couple of games right here. But boys, let's get right in here. Hit that like. Hit it right now. Would be much appreciated, guys. As you know, it makes my day. Why not? It's just a second for you. It's hours of work for me. So go ahead and do it. That would be much appreciated, guys. We are up against Stuttgart right now. I'm hoping that we can get a good result right here. I don't see Stuttgart as a threat this year. They're currently in the 17th position already. I think they will be one of the teams that will be struggling a lot this year. So Stuttgart, I'm not really taking too seriously, or not taking too seriously, but I should say, like, I'm not scared of them. The team that I'm scared of is Bayern Munich. That's the team that we'll have to play against away. And as you've seen, when we played against a big side like Dortmund, we failed. We failed completely. And now against Bayern, after getting 2 wins in and getting to know the team a little bit better, I'm interested to see how our team will be doing against them. So in this episode, you will 100% be seeing the game against Bayern. I think I'll be playing against Stuttgart, simulating against Bremen at home, and then playing against Bayern Munich with the best players possible. That means against Werder Bremen, we will have to create a reserves team. So I don't know if we have enough players for a reserves team, but we'll try our best to get one together. Let's do it right now. Alright, seems like I could actually create a reserves team. Di Marta up front, Steffen and Blaszczykowski will be on the wings. Mehmedi will be playing as a cam because I think he can definitely play over there. We got Gilavogi and Bazur in the center midfield position this time. Gilavogi being the guy that does the defending, and Bazur will be the guy trying to move the team forward. We got Verhaak, Tisserand, Udo Kai, and then William in the left back position. And Castells will remain in this team because I don't think we have a decent backup goalkeeper. Yeah, we only have Grun, who is 68 rated, and that's just not good enough, so he won't get a chance. But we will also put Brecalo onto the bench 100%. He needs to get a chance when this team is playing. And then a couple of these other ones should also be dropped into the bench. Someone like Gerhard, who's actually higher rated than William, so let's put him in there, and we'll put William into the bench right here instead of Philipp Max, because I don't want a lot of my first team players to take part in the game, even as a substitute. So this is the team, the reserves team. And you guys in the last episode had to vote about something very important to me, basically. I asked you, should we always have clear weather when we are playing, or should we adjust the weather according to the time that we are playing in? So basically, you guys have voted overwhelmingly. Over 80% have said plain weather that is adjusted accordingly to the month that you're playing in. So currently we are in September. That means a lot of rain might be coming up, so we definitely will have a couple of games in rain. And then we, towards winter times, will have games in snow as well, which you haven't seen on my channel for a very, very long time. So excited, I'm really excited to play at those conditions as well, because I don't know how to play in snow on FIFA 18, because online you never get to, it's always clear weather. So we'll see how that goes for ourselves. So here's a comment. I'm taking a look at the top comments of the last episode from Eric Stave. He says, "Where's your Wolfsburg kit? Like so Johnny wears it again." Obviously, he's talking about the green t-shirt. I will be wearing it in most of the episodes in the Wolfsburg career mode, I believe. I will keep that as my Wolfsburg career mode video shirt. So as soon as it's washed again, I will wear it, boys, I promise. And then there's another one from Samuel Larsson who says, Vogt is originally a CDM. Started off as a CDM in Augsburg, same at Köln, but in Hoffenheim under Nagelsmann, he turned him to a playmaking centre-back in their back 3, back 5, with him acting, as I mentioned, a playmaking centre-back. With his qualities as CDM, it shouldn't be a tough ask, and it wasn't. So far, I am incredibly happy with the signing of Vogt. I genuinely do believe that he was the right player to pick up, boys. There was a couple of shouts, though, of people saying that instead of Vitinho in the striking position, I should go for Origi in the striking position and put Vitinho down the right. If Vitinho doesn't score too many goals in these upcoming games, I might try and do that because Origi obviously is a little bit more physical and can hold off defenders a little bit better. So we'll see how that goes. But right now, Vitinho last episode, he scored, got assists. Let's continue. Stuttgart is on right now. Now here's a comment that I didn't really know of. It's from Electro Teddy. He says, Philipp Max has plenty of offensive qualities. He's the best assister in real life in the Bundesliga. So that is interesting. I told Max to stay back. Maybe the fact that we know that he has like 90 crossing shows us that he should be moving forward as well. So maybe on Max, I won't tell him to stay back from this point on. We can change that in just a bit right here. But let's take a look at the starting lineup of Stuttgart. They have Pavard and Bartstuber in the centre-back position with Beck, who came back from Besiktas right there. Askasibar. Oh, Askasibar is playing in a centre midfield position for this team. Is that a real-life transfer? I genuinely have no idea, but that was a really talented player that you could buy from Argentina, I believe. Alright, Stuttgart seems to be a really good tiki-taka team. I had no idea, guys, and they are through with Ginczek, and it's 1-0. 6 minutes into the game, and we have already conceded. That is terrible. That is just awful. I just moved my, I believe that was that Camacho or Arnold? One of those two. I moved just away from Ginczek for whatever reason. I don't know what I was thinking in that moment, but it just was stupid. We're 1-0 down, 5 minutes into the game. That's just not good enough. We need to be a lot better than this. Last episode, man, we played so well, and I told you at the end of the episode, I told you, don't expect me to do this well all the time. It is not going to be happening, and that was proof of it. Again, I am inconsistent. Here goes Camacho, though. Camacho! What? That was not a goal? Arnold hits it. That was not a goal? Seriously? I need to see that again. Hold on. Hold on. Oh no, it isn't in completely. That sucks. That was such a good shot from Camacho. Good pass over to Vitinho. He manages to bring it over to Entep. Entep does have the pace, you know. Entep is going through. Hasn't really scored yet. Plays it inside to Yunus Mali. The man of the hour. Does it again. Yunus Mali. It is 1-1 in the 24th minute. This boy is on fire. Currently the top scorer of the Bundesliga. The number 10, the best number 10 in the Bundesliga, is currently in our club. Can you believe it? He gets really lucky there with the deflection. It still goes in. It's 1-1. We're back into it. Wolfsburg is going for the win. We're not losing against Stuttgart. We're still on the attack though. We're still on the attack with Yunus Mali right now. He cuts back inside, plays the ball. Vitinho, Mali, it's another goal! Yes! Look at this man! He is the best player in our team. Definitely. Look at him. What is he doing? This guy pulls off strikes from anywhere and he scores from everywhere. Trust me, man. Look at this. Drag back, plays it. Vitinho, yet another assist. Great pass into Mali. And what a finish into the top left corner. Top bins from our number 10. Beautiful goals every episode. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The passing is insane right now. Asano. It's a good pass inside. Castells. What a save. I need to see a replay of that one. That was incredible. Look at this. He's jumping down already and then gets to it with his hand. I've never seen a save like that. That's something new for myself. He's now out of position though. Ooh, that's a big interception. It was a foul in my opinion, but I'll take it. Yunus Mali plays it together nicely. Vitinho, Origi hits the post. Unlucky. Vitinho about to get yet another assist, man. He is acting as like a false 9. He's doing what Bobby Firmino does all the time for the Liverpool team. Gets the ball, plays it into someone else, and makes them score most of the time. So I do appreciate that as well. Especially as a Liverpool fan, I know to appreciate that. Mane. That's not the Mane that you all know. That's a different one. Camacho now will be cutting his side. Great cut there. The defenders didn't know what to do. Vitinho might be through here. Actually, that's an incredible pass into Origi. And Vitinho scores. But forget about the pass from Origi to Vitinho. Forget about the strike of Vitinho. Look at that pass from Yunus Mali into Origi. This man is scary. The way he's playing right now, it is incredibly impressive. It is even better than Özil because I just don't know. There's something special about him. I wasn't even looking to pass it into Origi, by the way. I wanted to pass it into Vitinho. I gotta be honest. And he just thought, you know what? That's the wrong decision. Let me do this one. It's probably the right thing to do. And it was. Vitinho scores. There he is. A lot of people have been talking about him being moved to the wings, but the boy is scoring his second goal in his 4th Bundesliga match, and I think he has like 3 assists. And there goes a corner for Stuttgart. As soon as this ball moves out, it is going to be a long shot from me, from my own half. The goalkeeper might get onto it here though. And they could score. They hit the crossbar. Stuttgart is getting really close right here. Goalkeeper's still out. I was hoping to score a goal from my own half, man. It didn't work out, but what did work out was the comeback. We went 1-0 down. The team still came back strong. And Yunus Mali has done it all by himself. We gotta be honest right here. Credit where it's due. He has been unbelievable. The performances of his are just mental right now. So here's the deal. We now have a reserves team. After beating our opponent, Stuttgart, we are moving up. We are currently in the 4th position. I think we were in 5th right before this. I might be mistaken right here. But you can see Bayern Munich is right below us. And that's the next team, the next big team that we are playing against. Leverkusen, Hamburg and Gladbach already on 10 points, but only just 1 point ahead of us. That doesn't mean anything, but all 3 of them are unbeaten. So far, they're the best teams in the league. So we gotta be careful. Especially Hamburg is such a surprise to me. But Vitinho continues to perform, as you can see right there. We'll be simming this game at home against Bremen, hoping to at least get a draw because they have had draws against Berlin and Schalke and lost against Bayern 2-0. I'm just hoping that this reserves team is still good enough to get a decent result right here. I'm hoping it works. Come on, Wolfsburg, you can do it. I believe in you. You have some good players in there. We have Di Matteo, we have Stefan Blaszczykowski, great wingers. Mehmed in a camp position. Gilavogi does get injured and he needs to be subbed off. And Camacho joins into the game in the 34th, which is not good because we need him for the game against Bayern. And we concede. Max Kruse scores. This turns out to be a horrible affair, boys. This is horrible. Alright, we lost at home against Werder Bremen. Kruse scores a very, very good goal. Is that Cengiz Ünder? Is Ünder playing for Werder Bremen now? I will be so upset if they actually manage to loan him out. I need to check that out right now. Oh, what a disgrace. I tried to loan him in multiple times. They never said yes. And now he has joined Werder Bremen. What an absolute joke. So how long is the injury? Oh, Gilavogi is gone for 3 months, guys. That sucks because Bazur is literally like one of the only players we have for the centre midfield position now. I don't think we have any decent backup, which will be a struggle for the first team. Let's go into the first team right here. Let's switch over. Hopefully Camacho will recover. He has 2 more days to go. Bayern is ahead of us now. The league table is looking very interesting. Dortmund and Bayern are now ahead of us. Yeah, we are one of the only teams in the top. Actually, we are the only team in the top 7, so to say, with 2 losses on their record. 3 wins, 2 losses. That's not really the best start, but we are not too far away from anyone. There are only 2 teams that are currently unbeaten in Leverkusen and Gladbach, so I don't think that any team this year will go unbeaten. It would be a big surprise to me if Gladbach and Leverkusen actually do pull that through, but The game against Werder Bremen was definitely a big step back for our team. We have Mali at 5 goals, Cuadrado at 4. The new signing of Bayern Munich is having a great time, and that will be a player that we gotta take care of right now, right here, boys. It's the time of the best defense against the best offense. That is the big question all the time. What is better to have in your team, defense or offense? Currently Liverpool is kind of showing that the attack is the one to have, but then there's also teams like Real Madrid who have players like Ramos, Marcelo and all those amazing defenders, and also teams like Bayern Munich who probably arguably have one of the best defenses out there that we are now playing against, that would say the defense is the more important thing to have. Now Müller is playing up top, that means Lewandowski is not in the starting lineup, he will be coming off the bench, same with Thiago, so this will be an interesting team to play against. I don't really see that many threats in the attack, but their defense will be very, very hard to penetrate. Just to get Entep into a good position. There goes Entep. Entep shoots. Entep against Neuer. Obviously will be tough to score against that guy. Brooks gets the ball back though. Huge mistake at the back. Vitinho with some space. Was that your finesse? Vogt, Müller gets past Vogt, and then Brooks takes down Tolisso. Oh no, that might be a red card. It's not a red card. It's not Juventus against Real Madrid right here. But boys, that is just not good. We gave away an easy penalty because I just rushed that with Vogt too much. It's going to be Vidal. I'm saying bottom left. Yes, he hits the post. Brooks, get it away. What are you doing? Okay, we're still in the game. We're still chasing it down, lads. Still chasing it down. De Marcos gets it this time. Arnold. Solid pass. There goes the run of Entep. Vitinho. Amazing pass into him. Entep. Can you finish it against Manuel Neuer? Yes, he can. Entep in the 22nd minute. Vitinho with the pass of the day. And here we actually, Yunus Mali's pass into Origi, probably still better. But the run that Entep made was just perfect. Where was Kimmich? Kimmich was completely out of position. He should have been there to cover the run of Entep. He was just open to run through on target and then just slot it past Neuer. That is a great finish for someone who is not an out-and-out striker, boys. Entep, let's go, man. I believe that's like the first goal he scored. I'm happy that he saved it up for this game. Martinez on the ball. Origi, big steal. The pass is just not good enough right there from Camacho. It was a very, very forced. Is that was offside. Yeah. Whew. Okay, we got lucky. That was 100% offside. I was like, holy shit, what's going on? Coman is in the game. Actually, that's Cuadrado. What am I saying? Cuadrado, the top scorer for Bayern Munich. Down the right-hand side. Kimmich now completely in the attack. So if we can get the ball right here, we could start off a decent counter-attack as Thiago joins into the game in the second half. The first touch that he has hits the post. We are getting so lucky right now against Bayern Munich. It's not even fair. I'm scared. I'm actually incredibly nervous right now. We gotta make some changes. Our team is not the fittest at this point. Steffen is coming in and Tep is coming off. Blaszczykowski is coming in because these guys can just run past Kimmich and the left back Alaba because they are way too offensive right now. And I think making a defensive change wouldn't be too bad. Udo Kai is coming in for Brooks, boys. Müller came off. I believe Lewandowski is now in the game. There's Tolisso and Castells. We keep on making saves. Yes, Lewandowski is in the game right now. Thiago. Big steal from Arnold. We do get the ball away with Steffen. Steffen passed it into himself. Steffen now running through. The pace is on him. Steffen abusing it. That's the right thing to do. That's why he's a super sub right now. Steffen, unbelievable determination right there to get inside. Cross the ball in. Yunus Mali misses it. That could cost us. That could cost us big time. Arnold though, back into Steffen, over into Vitinho, waiting for that run of Steffen, he gets it, Steffen, he scores, Bayern Munich has been beaten, what a performance from the super stub, stupor stub, wow, I'll find my way out, boys, enjoy the goal, Steffen. I'm back and it's still 2-0. I cannot believe we're actually beating Bayern Munich away. The fact that we have gotten so lucky with the penalty save, with the offside goal, with the shot onto the post, shows us that Bayern was probably the better team. But right now, you can tell that the quality of Wolfsburg right now is just about enough as they hit the crossbar again. And there's a last split-second touch from Vogt to prevent that goal from going in. Manuel Neuer is out of his goal. He's bringing it back into Vidal. I thought that could be enough there. Max, come on, ref. The referee ends the game. We have beaten Bayern Munich 2-0 in probably the most lucky way possible. I cannot act as if I was the better team, because if I'm honest, man, I just wasn't. I just got really lucky. Bayern hits the post twice, or I should say the woodwork. They get an offside goal. They get a penalty and don't score it. It's just, it was just a perfect storm for us. The luck was on our side. On a rainy day in Munich, we have beaten Bayern Munich at their home ground, and now overtaken them once again in the Bundesliga title race. Look at the stats. 8 shots opposed to 4. 3 on target from both teams. They hit the woodwork twice, so that doesn't count. They had more possession as well. It's more luck than skill in this game, but I'm happy with it, and I hope you are as well. So the only team that has beaten us so far in this season, Dortmund, is ahead of us. Not the only team, actually. We lost against Werder Bremen, but the only team that we played against, in-game, we had gameplay of it. Dortmund is ahead of us right now. They have 13 points. We are currently on 12. Leverkusen is still running away with it, which is quite interesting to see. Gladbach has lost, so Leverkusen has lost as well. Oh, interesting. Leverkusen have lost the next game, so to say, the 7th game. I think they have lost against Schalke, because that's the only team that has 7 games as well. So that means there is no unbeaten team anymore after just 7 days of playing, which means this league is very competitive. You can definitely tell that right now, especially on FIFA. I'm not talking about real life. Obviously, Bayern Munich are the favorites to win it every single year, but in game, it is a very competitive league, so we have a lot of teams to worry about. But currently, we are in the 4th position, top 4, which is nice and cozy, but we want to end up at the top of the league table towards the end of this year. That's the dream. We want to get there, and I genuinely believe that if things fall our way, like it has been doing with the Bayern game that we just had, yeah, obviously we can go ahead and win it, but it's going to be a lot tougher than that. I don't think that we will have just all these games where we just run through our opponents the whole time. It's not going to be happening. Sometimes the team that has more possession and more shots, or most of the time, will be winning. And we need to have more possession and more shots than our opponents in the upcoming games to make sure that when we come up against these big sides like Bayern again, we won't be struggling that much. Now, Mainz is our next opponent. They are currently in the 18th position. Again, we are playing at home. The first team is kind of ready. I would just want to check out which team we have next. So it's the 30th of September right there. Next up, we have a huge pause of 2 weeks. So I will go ahead and sim this game against Mainz with my first team, because I don't think it should be that much of an issue. I said that as well against Werder Bremen. I was hoping for my reserves team to get it done, but the first team, come on guys, you're all on good form. We got to get it done. And Tep scores. Okay, let's make it 3 victories on the episode. Come on. I believe. Someone else score, please, for us. Hello? Can we make it 2-0? This is not good. I don't like this. Oh no, they scored. It's the 62nd minute as they score. Someone step up big time. Come on. 5 minutes to go. Come on. Please, guys. We're playing at home against Mainz. The bottom of the league table. You gotta put in better performances than that. That's just not good enough. We still remain in the 4th position, which is cool, but I was hoping to get up there. I was hoping to get on to 15 points after this game, but Gladbach is ahead of us, Dortmund and Leverkusen are ahead of us, and the player of the month is a Stuttgart player. Alright, Yunus Mali is only the top scorer. Not saying anything right there. I mean, he has had an amazing start into the Bundesliga, and they're not giving it to him. He's a number 10, scoring goals and getting assists. It's alright, EA. Don't give it to Yunus Maldi. I truly kind of care about the Player of the Month achievement. Let me know if you guys actually care about that as well. I kind of do. I seriously do. I realized that in the last career mode. I really do care about the Player of the Month. And here it is, guys. Our next game is against Leverkusen. The best team in the league will be up against us in the next game. They have 16 points. Dortmund, Köln and Bayern have already played their 8th game. If we do win this game, and if we do win it like convincingly with like 3 goals, we could potentially move up into the first position in the league, because that would mean their goal difference would go down to 8 and our goal difference would go up to 10. That is a possibility. We could do that. Or even 2-0 might be enough. I'm not too sure though. But as you can tell, Leverkusen are currently the top scoring team in the league. They have 16 goals scored, which tells me that that will be a rough game for our defense. And including the top scoring team, they're also the best defense in the league now after Bayern has been beaten by us. They have only conceded 5 goals in 7 games. That is quite impressive. It will be a very interesting matchup for us because I didn't really expect Leverkusen to be up there, but I'm really interested to see which players are the key players for their squad right now. So let's take a look at it straight away before we get into more detail. Leverkusen right here. Goals. Who is scoring them goals for them? 7 matches, 5 goals for Leon Bailey. The talented player is coming in clutch for them. Volland, 3 goals, 4 assists in a striking position. Very similar to Vitinho's statistics, I believe. So these are the 2 that we'll have to take care of with our defense. And Leon Bailey, with his pace and skills, that'll be a tough one to keep down. Guys, here's my question to you. I want to know if you would rather have Błaszczykowski on the bench for the first team or Brekalo, who is obviously a lot younger and he's a talented player. But as you guys know, I kind of like Błaszczykowski because of his story and the way he has still become a professional footballer. Should we still have him on our bench, or should we start giving more time to our talented young player that is in the reserves team right now? And he's been trained up a lot at the moment, and he is also growing by himself. So it might be time, it might not be. You just gotta let me know in the top right corner, Brekalo or Błaszczykowski for the bench as a super sub. They can have a big impact onto our game. Błaszczykowski obviously a lot better with his finishing and stuff, so it could be quite interesting right there to see what you guys want to see. I'm really interested if you go for story or if you go for the talent. We'll see in the top right corner, Błaszczykowski versus Brekalo. Let me know. But that is going to be it for this episode, guys. I truly hope you enjoyed it. We beat Bayern in a very, very lucky way. The Bayern Dusel, as us Germans like to call it, the Bayern luck was on our side this time and not on their side. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, turn on your notifications to see the next episode. And I love you boys. See you next time. Peace.